Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of boys high school basketball from the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I. The 9-0 Hazleton area Cougars play host to the 8-1 Comets of Crestwood. Get a look at the Hazleton area cheerleaders getting set for tonight's game as you are looking live at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton area high school. Thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school basketball. I'm Marty Burns, and on this Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney Phil said spring is on its way, but I knew that long ago, as when the calendar turns to February, pitchers, catchers, and Joe DeMelfi reports to Florida for spring training. So I'll be going solo tonight as Coach Joe Flanagan has his preppers of MMI up at Myers. Jim Burns will be helping me out on the stats. And a big matchup here is the Cougars at 9-0 in sole possession of first place can really put some distance between the rest of the competition as they take on the second place Crestwood Comets tonight at 8-1. And every time you see Crestwood, I always am amazed to see Mark Atherton, and it says 20 years at the helm of Crestwood. Coach Atherton, a true gentleman, but does not look to be over the age of 25. And he brings in a Comet team that's going to play tough defensively, but he has his work cut out for him, as we saw them a couple weeks ago against Wyoming Valley West. They had some trouble with Tyler Yankowski, the big man in the middle for Wyoming Valley West, and Hazleton area comes out with some length, including the Planutis brothers of Bobby and Jeff Planutis and Josh Samick. And Josh Samick, keep an eye on this young man for Hazleton area, the sophomore starting forward. In their last game against Wyoming Valley West that you saw right here on WYLN, he had 5 threes, and in conference play, he's averaging just under 11 points per game behind leading scorer Bobby Planutis. And Josh Samick not only doing it on the offensive end, but he's the last line of defense defensively, coming up with some key block shots. So Crestwood will have their work cut out for them as far as the height of Hazleton area is concerned. And I'd like to give a special announcement. Athletic director here at Hazleton area, Fred Barletta, asked me to pass along the Hazleton area boys game that was scheduled for Saturday afternoon at Pittston area. It is now a night contest due to the District 2 wrestling meets that'll be taking place at Pittston area high school. That'll be during the day. So the Hazleton area, Pittston area boys basketball game is a night contest. It was originally scheduled in the afternoon. It has been moved to the evening. JV contest will start at 6. Varsity will follow around 7:15, 7:30. So just for those friends that were looking to follow the Cougars Saturday, it is now a night contest. Will not be held during the afternoon due to the District 2 wrestling meets. And can make a whole day of it, go for wrestling during the day and then catch some high school basketball at night up at Pittston area. Both teams have finished their warm-ups. We are just about set for the introduction of both teams and tonight's national anthem. Get a look at the officials. Against the scores table, that's Mr. John Callahan. In the middle, Mr. Brian Layton. And next to Mr. Layton is Mr. Charlie Majikis, another veteran crew for this big matchup between Crestwood and Hazleton area. We are moments away from tonight's national anthem. As I mentioned, a key contest in Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference. Hazleton area sitting on top at 9-0. Crestwood in second at 8-1. Comets looking to even things up in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Hazleton area looking to give themselves some distance with 4 games to play after tonight. And go up 2 games with 4 remaining in this high school basketball season. And we are just about set. We will now pause for our national anthem.
What so proudly we
been our national anthem, and we are just about set for basketball. All that's left is the introductions of both teams, which will first be Mark Atherton's Crestwood Comets. In what should be a very good ball game. Nice crowd has gathered here at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium here at Hazleton Area High School. We thank you for joining us tonight here on WYLN. Robbie Hopkins and Lance Blass, the first two to be introduced. Jason Kluzewitz in their game against Wyoming Valley West that you saw right here on WYLN had some hot shooting to start that got Crestwood off on a good note in the battle against the Spartans. And rounding out the starting five, Mendel Foreman and Josh Malcolmus for the Comets of Crestwood. As I mentioned, in second place in the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I. Hopkins leading them in conference play with 11.3 points per game. Malcolmus at 11.2. Now the hometown Cougars in the white to be introduced to the crowd here at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium. Come in tonight with a 9-0 record in conference play. Cougars will go with Dante Biazzi and Michael Casadas in the backcourt. And then the big front line of Bobby Planutis at 6'6", Jeff Planutis at 6'4", Josh Samick at 6'6". And that is the challenge ahead of Coach Atherton's Comets. How will Crestwood handle the size of Hazleton area tonight? And on both ends of the floor, as I mentioned, Josh Samick not only has been the second leading scorer as a sophomore in conference play, but he's done a great job defensively as the last line of defense in the lane for the Cougars. And as you get a look, a great crowd has gathered here at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School for this key matchup in the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I. We thank you for joining us for live high school basketball here on WYLN. We'll have one more key game in the Wyoming Valley Conference coming up for you this week as we head back to the girls division. The front-running Hazleton Area Lady Cougars of Joe Gavio will play host to Pittston area. That game will be Friday night live right here on WYLN from the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium. Pittston area, Hazleton area, girls high school basketball. Friday night at 7:30. And we're just about set for this game. Brian Layton will toss it up. Josh Samick to jump for Hazleton area. Mendel Foreman for Crestwood. Tonight's game is underway in the Comets control. Robbie Hopkins with the basketball. He'll be guarded by Casadas. Gets it to Kluzewitz. Being guarded by the taller Jeff Planutis. Foreman guarded by Samick. This is Blass on the wing. Dribbles to his right, gives off to Foreman. Now Malcolmus. And Hopkins will bring it back out. Dribbles right, looks inside. Malcolmus posting up Biazzi. Crestwood leads 2-0. Nice play. Hopkins finding the posting. Malcolmus to give Crestwood the early advantage. This is Jeff Planutis. Over to Biazzi, to Casadas. Biazzi will take a three. That won't go. Samick saves to Bobby Planutis. Biazzi cross court, Casadas for the lead. That won't go. Rebound Malcolmus. Coach Atherton wants his Comets to take their time. As we saw the other night against Wyoming Valley West, you really don't want to get into an up and down game with Hazleton area. Cougars put up 98 in their victory. Malcolmus on the wing. This is Blass. Kluzewicz surveys, dribbles left, gives off to Foreman. And Hopkins again will reset the Crestwood offense. Hopkins again looking for Malcolm, is posting up Biazzi. Glass gives off to Hopkins. Crestwood very deliberate in the half court. Leading 2-0 over 2 minutes gone in the opening quarter. Kluzewicz got a screen from Foreman. Now finds Hopkins cutting back door. That one won't go. Planutis the rebound. Cougars look to run. Casadas in the corner to Jeff Planutis. On the box, it's Samick. That one won't go. Malcolm is the rebound. Robbie Hopkins brings it up. Gives off to Blass. Crestwood running a motion against this Hazleton area man-to-man. John Callahan, a foul away from the ball. Leave a moving screen called against the Comets. It's going to be on Hopkins, his first, team first. Crestwood comes out in their own form of a man-to-man. Casadas in the corner, got double team, look for Planutis, and it's rolled off of Planutis. Crestwood basketball. With the dead ball, Hazleton area will come with full court pressure, and there was not a made basket. Malcolmus ran the baseline, which is not allowed when it is not after a made basket, so Hazleton area gets it back on the turnover. Bobby Planutis looks to drive on Blass. Gives it out to Samick. This is Jeff Planutis. To Biazzi. This is a three off back rim. Rebound Blass. Hopkins brings it up. He'll get it back. He'll set the Crestwood offense. Blass in the high post. Finding a cutting Foreman. Crestwood up 4-0. Another nice play. Blass in the high post, finding a cutting Foreman to the basket. Planutis for three. Casadas tries to save, and Casadas was out of bounds as the deflection went off of him. So it'll be Crestwood ball, 4:26 left in the opening quarter. Crestwood with the ball, leading 4-0. Hopkins kicks it ahead to Kluzewicz. Gets it to Malcolmus. Crestwood did a nice job breaking the pressure, and Hopkins will set up the Crestwood offense. Blass finds a cutting Kluzewicz. Kicks it out to Blass. Malcolmus thought about the three, but he'll give it to Hopkins. Halfway through the opening quarter, Crestwood in front 4-0. Kluzewicz drives to the basket, make it 6-0 Crestwood. Casadas gives it over to Biazzi, quickly to Jeff Planutis. He'll get a screen from his brother Bobby. Bobby now in the corner, guarded closely by Blass. Planutis to the basket, can't get it to go, rebound Malcolmus. And Hopkins will dribble it up for Crestwood and slow it down as he gets the instructions from Coach Atherton. Blass looks to drive. He has it blocked by Jeff Planutis, but he got it back and he was fouled. Blass will head to the line to shoot two. Blass averaging 5.6 points per game in conference play. Foul on Bobby Planutis, his first, team first. Blass will get another. Kluzewicz will take a breather as number 3, Kyle Gagaris, checks in for Crestwood. Blast gets 1 out of 2. The Comets now lead 7-0. Casadas brings it up in transition. Guarded closely by Hopkins. Over to Samick for 3. Short. And if it's against Bobby Planutis, that'll be a big foul. That'll be his second. And that is the case. So foul trouble early, affecting Coach Joseph in Hazleton areas. Bobby Planutis will sit with the 2 personals. Number 22, Joey Grula, into the lineup. Hopkins gets it to Malcolmus. Goes cross court to Blass. He's going to take a 3. Rebound, Grula. Cougars look to push. Stolen away by Hopkins. Great read on the pass by Robbie Hopkins. Gives to Malcolmus, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grula his first, team third. Malcolmus, second leading scorer in conference play at 11.2 points per game. Hits the first. And the young man that I'm very impressed with, number 35, freshman Demir Faison, in for Hazleton area. Has played very well a couple games that we've seen him. As Malcolmus goes 2 for 2 at the line, he's got 4 to lead all scorers. And he'll head to the bench for a breather as number 13, Tim McHugh, into the Crestwood lineup. This is Faison. Gives off to Grula. To Biazzi. Biazzi swings to Grula. Right back to Biazzi. Gives off to Grula. Gets a screen from Samick. Casadas looked to penetrate. Cut off, but got it to Grula. Who gets Hazleton area on the board with a 3. It's now 9-3 Comets. This is Gagaris on the wing, has his pass tipped by Biazzi and stolen. Biazzi looks to push. Shot up, won't go. Tipped around and rebounded by McHugh. Hopkins almost had it stolen by Casadas and couldn't hear the whistle, but a reach-in foul called on Dante Biazzi. That'll be his first and the 4th team foul against Hazleton area. Jeff Planutis back in the game for the Cougars as they go even bigger as he replaces Biazzi, and they'll get even bigger as Nolan Janisevich checks into the scorer's table at the next dead ball. He'll be in the game. This is McHugh on the wing for Crestwood. The blast to Gagaris. He'll get a Foreman screen. Gives it off to Hopkins. In the corner, this is Foreman. Over to Gagaris. Gets a screen from Foreman. Back to Hopkins. Last minute of play in the opening quarter. Crestwood up 6. Crestwood bench applauding the group of 5 on the floor. Blass is fouled on his way to the basket. It's on the floor. Non-shooting foul, but already the 15th foul against Hazleton area with 44.2 seconds left in the opening quarter. As I mentioned, Janisevich wearing number 25 into the Cougar lineup. Number 40, Brandon Schmidt, in for Crestwood. Foul is on Faison, his first, as I mentioned, team 5th. Klusewitz back in for Crestwood. And a 5-second violation. Great defense by Hazleton area to force the violation. Casadas will bring it up. Off to Jeff Planutis. If you're just joining us, Bobby Planutis, leading scorer for Hazleton area, on the bench with 2 personal fouls. That basket won't count as away from the ball, a moving screen. Caught against the Cougars. That's their 16th foul here in the first quarter. Casadas is first, team 6th. Malcolm is back in for Crestwood. Kluzewicz got double teamed but found Malcolmus. He'll try to bring it up the sideline. He got cut off, but Kluzewicz brings it up and is fouled by Jeff Planutis. That'll be the 7th team foul. Kluzewicz will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Off back rim, Grula the rebound. Kick ahead to Jeff Planutis. He'll save it to Faison for 3. Rebound, Malcolmus. I would think that Coach Atherton will want Hopkins to hold for the last shot. We'll be able to keep an eye on the time on our scoreboard. Under 10 seconds left in the opening quarter. Down to 5. Hopkins to the basket, blocked by Faison. Planutis to beat the clock, blocked by Foreman. Through 1 quarter, Crestwood 9, Hazleton area 3. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN. Get a look at Jason Kluzewicz driving to the basket in what was a very good opening quarter for the Comets, leading 9-3 over Hazleton area, getting set for second quarter action. For the Cougars, cold start shooting, 1 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 7 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 offensive. They've turned it over 3 times. For Crestwood, 3 of 8 shooting, 0 for 1 from 3, 3 of 5 from the foul line, 8 rebounds, 1 offensive, 4 turnovers. So far, Crestwood holding their own on the boards. In that opening quarter, the other key stat, Bobby Planutis, leading scorer for Hazleton area. It's going to start the quarter, but he's saddled with 2 personal fouls. He'll start the quarter with Biazzi, his brother Jeff Planutis, Janisevich, and Grula. Comets start with Jason Kluzewicz, Schmidt, Malcolmus, Foreman, and Hopkins. Grula gets open for 3. He's got both Cougar baskets, and it's now 9-6 Crestwood. Kluzewicz gets double teamed, loses control. Planutis tries to save, and Hopkins gets the loose basketball. And a steal by Jeff Planutis. He'll slam it home, and it's now a 1-point game. Coach Atherton is going to take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout as Hazleton area quick 5-0 run to start the second quarter. They now trail by 1. High school basketball on WILN is brought to you by John's Family Restaurant. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, stop into John's Family Restaurant, located in the Churchill Mall in Hazleton, featuring Hazleton's favorite ham, pork, and beef barbecues, along with homemade soups and chili made fresh daily. Their number 570-455-8133, John's Family Restaurant. And you saw there the play that has this crowd on its feet. Jeff Planutis with the steal and the jam to start a 5-0 run in this second quarter for Hazleton area. They now trail 9-8. Blast back in the game for Crestwood, finds Malcolmus. Crestwood very deliberate offensively. Blast inside. May have had it blocked. Foreman gets the putback to go. He's got 4. Crestwood back in front, 11-8. And a Hazleton area turnover. We'll give it to the Crestwood Comets. Crestwood letting scoring by Mendel, Foreman, and Josh Malcolmus with 4 apiece. Joey Grula has 6 of the Cougar 8. Hopkins gets double teamed at half court and throws it off of Biazzi to save the possession. Josh Samick back in for Hazleton area. Hazleton area coming with this half-court trap, looking to speed up Crestwood. Comets handle it well as they now set up, and Blast takes a 3 from the corner. Klusewitz ends up getting the rebound, and his shot is blocked by Samick. Malcolmus drives, can't get it to roll in. Tipped out to Blast. He gives off to Malcolmus, and Malcolmus is blocked, but also fouled, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Samick, his first, team 8th in this opening half. Malcolmus to the line to shoot 2. Michael Casadas checks back in for Hazleton area as Joey Grula gets a nice hand from his bench as he was 6 off the bench for Hazleton area. Schmidt also back in, giving Foreman a breather for Crestwood. Malcolmus hits both. He's got 6. Gets the lead back to 5. Samick ahead of the pack. Can't get it to go. Tipped around and Schmidt up with it for Crestwood. Here come the Comets in transition. Klusewitz to Blast. He'll save it out to Hopkins. In the corner, Schmidt to Klusewitz. He'll go cross court to Malcolmus. That's a deep 3. That won't go. Rebound, Jeff Planutis. Planutis' pass for his brother Bobby overthrew everybody. And it'll be Crestwood ball. 5:43 left in the half. Coming up at the half, we're going to look at Jim Burns' halftime stats. We invite you to stay tuned for that coming up at the half. Hazleton area extends their pressure to the 3-quarter court, and Malcolmus is fouled, and that'll be the 9th team foul, and he'll head to the line for a 1-and-1. And now Casadas with 2 personal fouls. So Casadas and Bobby Planutis on the floor with Hazleton area with foul trouble of 2 fouls apiece. Malcolmus hits the first, he'll get another. Joey Grula back in for Hazleton area, as Casadas will sit with the 2 personals. Malcolmus hits both. He's got 8 to lead all scorers. The lead back to 7. Credit Crestwood, Hazleton area jumped out with a 5-0 run to start the second. They've answered with a 6-0 run to regain a 7-point lead. Bobby Planutis drives, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Blast. That'll be his first, team's second. Bobby Planutis inbound. Grula gives off to Biazzi. To Samick. Goes cross court to Joey Grula. This is another 3. This one won't go. Jeff Planutis the rebound, the putback good. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Foul is on Blast, his second, team 3rd, so foul trouble starting to creep in for Crestwood now as well, as Blast picked up his second. Gagaris back in for Crestwood as Planutis converts the three-point play, and he'll head to the benches. Faison is back in for Hazleton area. .5:02 left in the opening half. Crestwood has led from the start, leading now 15-11. Schmidt in the corner, out to Hopkins. Comets will set up their half-court offense. Hopkins to Malcolmus. He looks to drive, shot up, and won't roll in. Rebound Samick. Biazzi pushes, has his pass stolen by Hopkins. Hopkins with a crossover, drives, had it knocked away. Faison ahead of the pack. Had it knocked away by Gagaris, but saved it nicely to Planutis, but he couldn't get it to go. Halfway through the second quarter, Crestwood up 4, and they'll set up the offense. Blass will take a 3 and hit it. Lance Blass has 4. 18-11 Comets. And Faison will be called for the offensive foul. Great defense by Kyle Gagaris to take the charge. Tim McHugh back in for Crestwood along with number 12, Kyle Richards. Faison picked up his second. So Faison, Bobby Planutis, Casadas, 2 fouls apiece for Hazleton area. Lance Blass with 2 for Crestwood. Number 40, Isaiah Santiago into the Hazleton area lineup. This is Blass inside, can't get it to go. Santiago has it, and he'll look to push. Give off to Faison. To Santiago. Planutis will try a 3 off back rim. And I believe we're going to get an over the back call against Hazleton area. And if it's Faison, that's his 3rd in this opening half. Hazleton area will take a 30-second timeout. And out of the timeout, Crestwood will be shooting 2. Tonight's game is brought to you by Paul Uranovich Insurance. For all your insurance needs, auto, home, life, business, contact Paul A. Uranovich, Nationwide Insurance in Freeland, a proud sponsor of Hazleton area basketball. Go Cougars from Paul Uranovich Insurance. And while we have a moment, we'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal this evening, as they have all season long for WYLN Sports. Third Base Luncheonette located just off 9th Street, next to the old Hazleton High School. Thank you to the Third Base Luncheonette. So Faison with 3 personals. Bobby Planutis, Michael Casadas, 2 apiece for Hazleton area. Lance Blass has 2 for Crestwood. And Kyle Richards will head to the line. And this is a 2-shot foul as Hazleton area is over the 2-shot limit. Richards hits the first. Richards hits both. It's a 9-point Crestwood advantage, matching their largest of the night. Santiago spins. Finds an open Grula. That's a 3. Joey Grula has been a big spark off the bench for Hazleton area with 3 threes. It's now 20-14 Comets. Santiago almost stole it away, but it will be off of Schmidt. Back to the Cougars. And Casadas will return with the 2 personals. So Coach Joseph rolling the dice, down 6, approaching 2.5 left in the half. Both Bobby Planutis and Casadas on the floor with the 2 personal fouls. And a foul away from the ball. And one of the things these officials have made clear tonight right from the beginning, you got to be set when you're making your screens. They're calling all the moving screens away from the ball as Josh Samick picks up his second. Now Blass with his 2 personals, he'll head to the bench as he's replaced by Foreman. Richards finds Foreman in the high post, out to Hopkins, to McHugh. McHugh gets double teamed to Foreman. Finds a cutting Schmidt, he lost control. Hazleton area ball with 2:08 left in the half. This is Grula, guarded by McHugh. Give off to Jeff Planutis. He'll take the pull-up jumper from the elbow. That won't roll in. Loose basketball. Foreman has it for Crestwood. And he'll get it to his point guard, Hopkins. We'll bring it up. Very deliberate. Gets it to Richards in the corner. Comes out to McHugh. Back to Hopkins. 1.5 left in the half. Crestwood up 6, but a steal, and Hopkins will reach in to stop the fast break, but it'll also be Hopkins' second personal and the team 4th. Casadas and Samick will sit with the 2 personal fouls. Number 21, Shane Planutis into the lineup for Hazleton area. Dante Biazzi also back in. And a traveling violation will give it to Crestwood with 1:19 left in the second quarter. And as I mentioned, Hopkins, to stop that fast break, picked up his second, so he'll head to the bench so he doesn't pick up a third, and Kyle Gagaris is in for Crestwood. Bobby Planutis will head to the bench as Janisevich is back in for Hazleton area. So both teams juggling their lineups with the foul trouble. We'll see how Crestwood does with their point guard on the bench in this final minute plus of the half, leading by 6. Schmidt finds Richards. His shot won't go. Foreman the rebound, that won't go. And here come the Cougars in transition. Jeff Planutis had it stripped away by Gagaris, but they're going to call a foul on Gagaris. It'll be his first, team 5th. Jeff Planutis to the line to shoot 2. Jeff Planutis in league play, averaging just over 8 points per game. Shooting almost 79% from the line. We'll try to make this a 4-point game with under a minute left in the half. Coach Atherton rolling the dice, bringing Blast back in with the 2 personals. What he hopes will be a final offensive possession of the half. 1 out of 2, Richards the rebound. 20-15 Comets. Blast to Richards to Schmidt in the corner for 3. Rebound Janisevich. Cougars look to push down 5. 30 seconds left in the half. You can keep track of the time on our scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. And an offensive foul. Nice defense by Richards as Biazzi picks up his second. Isaiah Santiago back in for Hazleton area as he'll replace Biazzi. Robbie Hopkins back in with the 2 personals. The Coach Atherton hoping for the last shot of this half, and he wants his point guard on the floor. Hopkins gets it to Klusewicz. Final 10 seconds. Malcolmus loses control and stolen by Grula. This is Jeff Planutis to beat the horn for three. Won't go. One half is in the books. In a very well played opening half. Crestwood 20, Hazleton area 15. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. This Wyoming Valley Conference Division I matchup in boys high school basketball. The 8-1 Crestwood Comets leading the 9-0 Hazleton Area Cougars at the half 20-15. And if you're just joining us, I want to pass along an announcement from Hazleton Area Athletic Director Fred Barletta. Hazleton Area's boys high school basketball matchup with Pittston area scheduled for scheduled for Saturday afternoon has now been moved to Friday night. JV game will start at 6, followed by the varsity contest 7:15, 7:30 in that range. And that is due to the District 2 wrestling that'll be taking place at Pittston Area High School Saturday afternoon. So Hazleton Area, Pittston Area boys high school basketball will now be Saturday night, starting with the JV contest at 6, varsity at 7:15, 7:30. Now, if you're fans of the Crestwood Comets, you got to be really pleased with the game plan that Coach Atherton's put out there and his team has executed. They've led from the start, been very deliberate offensively. As we mentioned last time out, right here on WILN, Hazleton Area put up 98 points. To this point, they only have 15 points at the half, and that is more to the pace of Crestwood. The other thing, Hazleton Area got out to a quick start in the second quarter, started with a quick 5-0 run, a Crestwood timeout. The Comets stabilized things, got it now to a 5-point advantage, leading 20-15 at the half. Comets led in scoring by Josh Malcolmus with 8, 4-piece for Lance Blass and Mendel Foreman. Hazleton Area led in scoring by Joey Grula off the bench with 3 threes for 9. Jeff Planutis has 6 to account for all the Cougar points. But the bigger stats for Hazleton Area is the foul trouble that they're in at this point at the half. Demir Faison has 3 personal fouls, 2 fouls apiece for Josh Samick, Michael Casadas, Dante Biazzi, and leading scorer Bobby Planutis has 2 fouls, and Crestwood has done a great job on him defensively in that opening half, holding him scoreless to this point, and that's a big part of Crestwood having this 5-point advantage, leading 20-15 here at the half. We'll take a break, get a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats when we return. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Grand Central helps make your place the place. The place where comfort is king and style rules the day. The place where dinner time is family time and bedtime is beautiful. Right now on all furniture and bedding, the price on the floor is the price to your door. No tax, no delivery, no inflated prices, no kidding. Plus up to 36 months interest-free financing. Grand Central, helping make your place home.
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Just a few minutes ago.
You're Your wife's having the baby.
What?
The baby. Go. I got this.
You're sure?
It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. It's so slow! 4 Mississippi. Yep.
Tired of waiting on slow internet? Call Service Electric for speeds so fast there's nothing you can't do. With speeds up to 40 meg, you can browse better, stream more, and power every device. With lightning fast speeds designed to fit your family's needs. Call Service Electric today.
We welcome you back to live high school basketball here on WILN. I'm Marty Burns. Riding solo tonight is Coach DeMelfi enjoying the beautiful sunshine in Florida. Jim Burns helping us out on stats. And we're at the half with Crestwood in front by 5, which has been a almost perfect opening half of basketball for Crestwood, controlling the tempo, playing good defense. And we'll see what that defense has resulted in looking at the halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. For the Comets of Crestwood, they haven't shot well, 5 of 19 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3. Big stat though, they've been to the line 11 times, converting on 9 of those. And they've done a great job on the boards. They have 17 rebounds, 6 offensive, but they've committed 10 turnovers. They've held Hazleton area to 25% shooting from the floor at 5 of 20. 3 of 12 from 3. They've only been to the line 3 times and converted on 2 of those. Only 11 rebounds for the Cougars, 2 offensive. And they've also turned it over 9 times. So great defense by Crestwood. They've controlled the pace, obvious with the 20-15 score. And we'll see what kind of adjustments Hazleton area makes in the halftime locker room. And if Crestwood can put together another great half of basketball against Hazleton area. If they do, they'll force a tie in the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I with 4 to go. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN. Third quarter action up next.
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby.
What?
The baby. Go. I got this.
You're sure?
It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Do-it-yourself stores may be fine for garden hoses and 2x4s, but appliances? Those guys may know these washers. But Grand Central knows these washers, and ranges, and refrigerators, and more. GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style, with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens. So for wood screws and wheelbarrows, go ahead, do it yourself. But for the right appliances at the right price, let Grand Central do it for you.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountain Top. Quality, affordable, clean, pre-owned vehicles handpicked by the owner. They have over 35 years automotive experience and service what they sell. Extended warranties and financing available, so check out their website for current inventory. SteinbrennerAuto.com. Call Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service at 570-678-7608.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. Moments away from the start of the third quarter as you get a look at the Crestwood cheerleaders. They've got to be very happy with the opening half that Coach Atherton and his team has put forth, leading Hazleton Area by a score of 20-15. As we are moments away from the start of third quarter action. And maybe more so than the points, but we'll give you the leading scorers first. Josh Malcolmus leading the way with Crestwood with 8. Joey Gruhl off the bench with 9, the lead all scorers. Jeff Planutis with 6 for Hazleton Area. But the bigger stats is the foul trouble for Crestwood. A couple of their key starters, Lance Blass and Robbie Hopkins, will start the second half with 2 personal fouls. Hazleton Area, freshman Demir Faison has 3. Bobby Planutis, Dante Biazzi, Michael Casadas, Josh Samick, all with 2 fouls apiece. And we'll see what kind of impact the foul trouble will have on the remainder of this game. There's a lot of key players with foul trouble. I want to give a schedule change once again that Fred Barletta asked to pass along to the fans of Hazleton Area. Their boys game Saturday at Pittston Area was originally an afternoon game. That will now be an evening game at Pittston Area. JV game starting at 6, varsity game starting 7:15, 7:30. This is due to the fact of the District 2 wrestling meets that'll be taking place at Pittston Area High School during the day on Saturday. So the boys basketball game moved to Saturday night. So please note that on your schedule. Hazleton Area will come out in the white. They're going to be going from left to right on your screen. They'll go with the original starting 5. Jeff Planutis and his 4 teammates with 2 personal fouls, Biazzi, brother Bobby Planutis, Samick, and Casadas.
Freshman game at 4:15 at Pittston Area. JV game at 6 and varsity at 7.
Crestwood in the red will be going from right to left on your screen, and they go with their starting 5. Hopkins and Blast playing with 2 fouls apiece. Jason Klusowitz, Foreman, and Malcolmus round out the 5 to start the third quarter. We'll see how Hazleton Area will try to push up the pace against this Crestwood team. And Blast's pass is stolen. Jeff Planutis to Biazzi. Right down the lane, he is fouled. Dante Biazzi will head to the line. Fouls on Foreman, his first, team first. Biazzi hits the first. Biazzi averaging over 6 points a game in conference play. Hits both, he makes it a 3-point game. 20-17 Crestwood. Hazleton Area comes with the full court pressure. Klusowitz in the corner, goes cross court to Malcolmus. And Malcolmus will go right to the basket, blocked by Samick. Casadas tips it to Samick. Here come the Cougars, they can tie it with a 3. Casadas in the corner to Samick for the tie, got it! Josh Samick's first basket ties the game at 20. And Coach Atherton wants to take a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. High school basketball on WILN. Brought to you by Sal's Septic Service, Cesspools, and Septic Tank Cleaning, a division of Marola's Garage. Located in Partysville. Give them a call, 570-455-6246 for all your septic tank problems. And Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, they can fix it. And there, that fixes a deficit. The big three from Josh Samick to tie the game at 20, as they did in the second quarter. Cougars starting a 5-0 run to start the third quarter. Coach Atherton took a timeout in the second. That stabilized things for Crestwood. Will it have the same effect here in the third? Blast gets it to Kluzewicz, and it's rolled off of Kluzewicz. Hazleton area ball. This is Casadas. Looking for a cutting Planutis, knocked away by Blast. Nice defense by Lance Blast. Hopkins kicks it ahead to Malcolmus. Back out to Hopkins, over to Kluzewicz. Kluzewicz drives, pull-up jumper, good. Crestwood back in front, 22-20. Casadas to Bobby Planutis. He looks to drive. Gets the shot up, won't go, but he'll head to the line to shoot two. And if it's on Blast, that'll be his third. And already the second team foul on Crestwood. Bobby Planutis averaging over 17 points a game in conference play. Hits the first, his first points of the night. And Bobby Planutis once again ties the game at 22. Kluzewicz ahead to Hopkins. Hopkins finds Blast. He'll be called for the traveling violation. Hazleton area will get it back, looking for their first lead of the night. This is Bobby Planutis, fake the three. Found Casadas in the corner. That three won't go. Samick the rebound, putback won't go. Casadas puts it up and in. Hazleton area has their first lead of the night, 24-22. Malcolmus goes cross court to Blast. Here's Hopkins. He'll wait for his team to come down in the half court. Dribbles away from trouble. Gives it to Malcolmus. And a kicking violation will keep it with Crestwood. 5:46 left in the third. Cougars for the first time tonight leading 24-22. Malcolmus goes baseline. Nice reverse, won't go. Foreman tips it in to tie the game at 24. Biazzi will take a three. That won't go. Bobby Planutis the rebound. His putback is good. First basket for Bobby Planutis. He's got four here in the third. Cougars back up two. Jeff Planutis almost came up with the steal, but it'll remain Crestwood basketball. Kyle Richards back in for the Comets. And Blast will sit with the three personals. Tipped by Biazzi, it'll go out of bounds and makes for a tough place for Crestwood to inbound in that corner. Hopkins quickly to Kluzewicz, cross court to Malcolmus. Hopkins pass, almost stolen by Samick. Malcolmus to the basket, ties the game at 26. Malcolmus the first in double figures with 10. Planutis drives, won't go. And a foul has been called If it's Bobby Planutis, it'll be his third. Charlie Majikis with the call. And that is the case. Bobby Planutis has picked up his third, team first. Quickly, Planutis will head to the bench with the 3 personals. Joey Grula, big spark in that opening half with 9. Checks back in. Kluzewicz had it, stolen away by Jeff Planutis. Grula thought about the 3. He'll drive, kick out to Biazzi for 3 in the lead. Won't go. Malcolmus gets the rebound. And they're going to call a foul on a reach-in on Jeff Planutis. That'll be his second, team second. Hopkins had his pass stolen by Biazzi. Hazleton area back in front, 28-26. Hopkins breaks the pressure and pulls it back out to set up the offense. Richards to Malcolmus. Malcolmus pull-up jumper, won't go. Battle for the rebound. Samick takes it away for Hazleton area, and he was fouled. Malcolmus picks up his first, team third. Demir Faison, the freshman, back in for Hazleton area, as is Bobby Planutis. Both of those players return with 3 personal fouls. Halfway through the third quarter, Hazleton area up 2. Samick for 3, got it. 2 threes here in the third for Josh Samick. Hazleton area up 5. And a reach-in foul has been called against Hazleton area. And Faison picks up his 4th, team 3rd. Biazzi will check back in for Faison. Kluzewicz in the high post to Foreman, finds Richards inside. Very nice play executed by the Comets. Makes it a 3-point game. Casadas drives, kicks it out, and he'll be called for the traveling violation, was Casadas. It'll be Crestwood ball down 3, 3:20 left in the third. Kyle Gagaris back in for Crestwood. And I believe we're going to have a foul away from the ball. Or actually, Charlie Majikis has gone to the scorer's table for some reason. Unfortunately, we're not going to... I believe the public address announcer said a warning of a delay of game. I wonder if they were saying the defender on the inbounder is getting too close. Planutis with the steal, but taken right back by Gagaris. Crestwood in transition, down 3. They'll bring it back out. Hopkins to Malcolmus. His pass knocked away and Planutis controls. Can Samick make it 3 for 3? Yes, he can. Josh Samick has 9 all here in the third. Cougars up 6. Full timeout taken by Crestwood.
Do-it-yourself stores may be fine for garden hoses and 2x4s, but appliances? Those guys may know these washers. But Grand Central knows these washers, and ranges, and refrigerators, and more.
GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style, with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens.
So for wood screws and wheelbarrows, go ahead, do it yourself. But for the right appliances at the right price, let Grand Central do it for you.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium after the Crestwood timeout. Cougars up 6. Remember that the Cougars cold shooting in the opening half. Now they're shooting 6 of 10, including 3 of 5 from 3. All 3 by Josh Samick. Crestwood 4 of 7 shooting. They have not attempted a 3 here in the third. But Hazleton area has picked up the pace, and they've started shooting the ball much better. They've gone from 5 down to 6 up with 2:49 left in the third. Hopkins to Blass. Over to Richards. Richards takes it to the basket, may have had it blocked by Samick. Grula the rebound, here come the Cougars in transition. Grula in the corner for 3. That'll go out of bounds and be Crestwood basketball. Hazleton area led in scoring by Josh Samick, Joey Grula 9 apiece. Josh Malcolmus leading all scorers with 10 for Crestwood. Almost a steal for Grula. It'll be Crestwood's ball on the sideline. And the length of this full court pressure for Hazleton area starting to create some problems for Crestwood here in the third. As Hazleton area with their length starting to get some hands on some passes. But Gagaris breaks the pressure to Foreman. That won't go, but Blass, the putback is good. Lance Blass has 6. That's a 4-point Cougar lead. Yazzie right back, can't get it to go. Foreman went for the rebound, and it's on the floor, still loose. Jeff Planutis has it. He'll drive it to the basket and get it to go. Jeff Planutis has 8 on the night. Cougars back up 6. We're going to have a holding foul against Hazleton area called on the sideline. It's on Grula, his second, team 4th. Blast in the high post over to Hopkins. This is a 3, got it. Robbie Hopkins' first basket makes it a 3-point game. Yazzie goes baseline. Can't get it to go. Grula the offensive putback, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. If it's Blast, that's his 4th. It's actually called on Richards. It'll be his first, but the team 4th. Joey Grula to the line to shoot 2. It's been a nice spark off the bench tonight for the Cougars. He's in double figures with 10. Schmidt and Jason Klusewitz back in for the Comets. Grula hits both. Cougars up 5. And Cougars knock that pass out of bounds and remain with Crestwood. Minute 10 left in the third. And Richards was going for the deep pass. Jeff Planutis knocked it away. Klusewitz brings it up the sideline, gives off to Hopkins. Last minute of play in the third quarter. Cougars up 5, and a steal by Jeff Planutis. Planutis right to the basket. Scoop shot won't go. Casadas the offensive rebound. Loose and stolen away by Gagaris. Nice defense. Here come the Comets. Klozowitz can't get it to go. Richards the putback. Kyle Richards has 6 off the bench for the Comets. They trail by 3. And the turnover gives it back to Crestwood with 33.6 seconds remaining. Gagaris brings it up. And now he'll look to bring it out. Back in the corner to Gagaris. And could have a blocking foul, I believe, called on Grula, which will be his 3rd and the team 5th. Bobby Planutis will check back in for Hazleton area for the final 20.4 seconds of the third. Down to 15 seconds. This is Kluzowitz. Gives off to Hopkins. Final 10 seconds. Down to 5. They have to hurry. Diazzi tries to get it off. Can't get it to go to beat the horn. Through 3. Hazleton area 38. Crestwood 35. Fourth quarter action up next.
Hold on a second.
Baby's coming.
Now?
Yes, now.
Call you back. Did she go to the hospital?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago.
Your wife's having the baby.
What?
The baby. Go. I got this.
You're sure?
It's what I did when I started this place.
We know what went into building your wealth. Our financial advisors put the same care into helping you craft a plan to manage it. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. Heading into the fourth quarter. Cougars up 3. In that third quarter, Hazleton area shot 7 of 16 from the floor, 3 of 7 from 3. Went to the foul line 6 times, converted on all 6. 8 rebounds, 5 offensive, 4 turnovers. For Crestwood, they shot 7 of 13 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3. They had 4 rebounds, 2 offensive, but the key stat, they turned it over 7 times in that third quarter. Looking inside to Bobby Planutis. Cougars up 5. Malcolmus starts the fourth quarter with Hopkins, Foreman, Blass, and Kluzowitz. Hazleton area starts with the Planutis brothers, Jeff and Bobby, along with Casadas, Samick, and Joey Grula. Hazleton area has been called for their 16th foul, the 3rd on Casadas. Foreman over to Hopkins. Crestwood down 5, a minute gone, the fourth, and a steal by Grula. Kick ahead to Jeff Planutis. In the post, Bobby Planutis. Offensive foul has been called on the move to the basket. And that'll be the fourth on Bobby Planutis. And I think they're going to have to get Planutis out of the game with the 4 personals. Biazzi is back, and there you see the take defensively by Hopkins. Hopkins had his pass stolen by Grula. Casadas can't get it to go. Jeff Planutis the rebound. He'll head back to the line to shoot 2. Lance Blast picks up his 4th, team 5th. Kyle Gagaris back in for Crestwood. Nolan Janisevich back in for the Cougars. And Kyle Richards checks back in for the Comets. Jeff Planutis has 9. The lead back to 6. Malcolmus to Richards. Give to Gagaris. His 3 won't go. Foreman the rebound. Back to Gagaris. His pull-up jumper in the lane. Good. It's now 41-37. Hazleton area deliberate now in the half court. Over 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Cougars up 4. They were down 5 at the half, a big 3rd quarter. As they outscored the Comets by 8, they now lead by 4. And a timeout has been taken by Mike Joseph and Hazleton area. It is a full timeout. They lead it by 4.
Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountain Top. Quality, affordable, clean, pre-owned vehicles handpicked by the owner. They have over 35 years automotive experience and service what they sell. Extended warranties and financing available, so check out their website for current inventory. SteinbrennerAuto.com. Call Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service at 570-678-7608.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. Hazleton Area 9-0 in the league, leading second place Crestwood at 8-1, 41-37. Cougars led in scoring by Joey Gruhl off the bench with 11. Jeff Planutis, Josh Samick 9 apiece. Josh Malcolmus leading the way for Crestwood with 10. If you're looking for Hazleton area's leading scorer, Bobby Planutis, he returns to the floor with 5.5 minutes remaining, but he's going to be playing with 4 personal fouls. Casadas inside to Samick, out to Jeff Planutis. Samick, that 3 won't go. Loose basketball on the floor. Still loose. Jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Crestwood Comets. This has been the key in the second half. The length of this Hazleton area full court pressure has bothered the Comets at points. helping Hazleton area get the lead, and again another turnover. Casadas ahead to Bobby Planutis. Shot is up and good. He'll have a chance for a three-point play.
And one personal foul against the Comets, number 21.
Foreman picks up his second, team sixth. Lance Blass with the 4 personals checks back in for Crestwood. Planutis converts. He's got 9 all here in the second half. And he'll head to the bench with the 4 personals. Biazzi back in. 7-point Cougar lead, their largest of the night. Blass brings it across the timeline over to Malcolmus. Malcolmus inside to Foreman. Kicks it outside, but stolen by Casadas. And Casadas will be called for a double dribble, giving it back to Crestwood. Hopkins will direct traffic. Gagaris gets away from the double team. Over to Hopkins. In the corner, Malcolmus to Blass. Jumper good. Lance Blass has 8. And he makes it a 5-point game. Casadas looks to drive. And a 5-second violation. Nice on-the-ball defense by Robbie. Hopkins gives the ball back to the Comets. Down 5 with 4:14 remaining. Gagaris gets double teamed, dribbles away from it, and a blocking foul will be called, I believe, on Biazzi. That'll be his 3rd. And the team 8th, so Gagaris to the line for a 1-and-1. Bobby Planutis will check back in, as with 4:05 left, and the 4 fouls on Bobby Planutis. Coach Joseph going with offense, defense. Gagaris misses the first of the 1-and-1. Remains a 5-point game halfway through the 4th. And we're gonna have a moving screen, I believe, called on Bobby Planutis. That'll be his 5th personal foul, and Hazleton area will play the last 3:54 without their leading scorer. We mentioned it from the very start. That the officials were calling the moving screen, and now a technical foul. A technical foul was called. Hopkins is at the line to shoot 2, and they're telling Joseph to sit down, so the technical had to be called on head coach Mike Joseph. And now before the technical free throws, a full timeout taken by Hazleton area. They lead it by 5.
What's all this?
Sammy challenged Gil to a race.
If you want to call it that. Ha!
Does Gil know?
Know what? Uh-oh.
Sammy's been supercharged.
Supercharge your internet with Service Electric with up to 25 megabits per second downloads for only $44.95 a month.
Okay, Sammy. Let's see what you got.
Here you get a look at Bobby Planutis' last basket, because moments later after he shot that free throw, Bobby Planutis was called for a moving screen, his 5th personal foul. So Hazleton area's leading scorer will be out of the game due to fouls. Then subsequently, Hazleton area head coach Mike Joseph was called for a technical foul. So point guard for Crestwood, Robbie Hopkins, to the line to shoot the technicals. And Coach Joseph now, because of the technical, has to sit on the bench. He cannot stand the rest of the night unless calling timeout. So Hopkins to shoot the technicals. Hopkins will get one more. Hopkins hits 1 out of 2. Makes it a 4-point game. Crestwood's ball. Comets have Malcolmus, Hopkins, Jason Klusewitz, Foreman, and Blass on the floor. Hazleton area with Jeff Planutis, Casadas, Biazzi, Grula, and Samick. Cougars come out man-to-man. Blass drives. Shot won't go. Samick the rebound. Here come the Cougars up 4. Samick can't hit the 3. Rebound, Grula, and he was fouled. What a big contribution off the bench tonight for Joey Grula. We had talked about the foul trouble for Bobby Planutis all night, and Joey Grula's been big off the bench for Hazleton area, including getting that offensive rebound, now heading to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul on Foreman, his 3rd, team 7th. Grula hits the 1st. One out of 2, Foreman the rebound. It's a 5-point Cougar lead. Hopkins will dribble it up. Gives to Foreman. This is Malcolmus. Foreman on the wing. Goes out to Hopkins. Quickly slung to Klusewitz. Klusewitz looking for Foreman, and it was stolen away by Biazzi. And Hazleton area will be delivered in the half court, leading by 5, under 3 minutes remaining. And Biazzi will head to the line for a 1-and-1 as he is bumped by Malcolmus. It's his 2nd, team 8th. Biazzi will get another. He's got 5 all here in the second half. And this is a key free throw as it can make it a 3-possession game with 2:44 remaining. Big free throws by Dante Biazzi. 7-point Cougar lead. Malcolmus on the post, nice up and under move, and he'll head to the line. Foul is on Casadas, his 4th, team 10th. Malcolmus to shoot 2. Kyle Gagaris back in for Crestwood. An empty trip has Crestwood still down 7. Now Crestwood will have to extend their defense. This is Jeff Planutis getting double teamed. Looking in the corner, Biazzi goes cross court to Samick. Hazleton area doing a great job keeping the ball away from Crestwood. Grula had it stolen. Gagaris can't get it to go, but Blast with the tip in. Crestwood takes the timeout. They have 1 remaining. They're down 5. High school basketball on WILN is brought to you by Chura's Auto Sales, located on Route 93 in West Hazleton. They've been selling pre-owned cars and trucks for over 60 years. They carry clean, affordable, and reliable vehicles. When you need a good pre-owned vehicle, stop at Chura's Auto Sales. Their number 570-454-7229. Chura's Auto Sales.
Next Tuesday night, as they have played the Crestwood Crusaders.
47-42, Hazleton area in front. Get a look at the tip in by Blast to make it a 5-point game. After the turnover and steal and the layup attempt, Blast hustling down the floor to tip it in. He and Malcolmus leading the way for Crestwood with 10 apiece. Joey Grula leading the way for Hazleton area with 12. 9 apiece for Jeff Planutis, Josh Samick, and Bobby Planutis. But we will not see Bobby Planutis the rest of the night as he is fouled out for Hazleton area. So Crestwood will now come with full court pressure. They only have 1 timeout remaining and 1:45 left. Biazzi thought about the home run pass, and instead he'll go to Samick, gets it right back to Biazzi. Biazzi right down the lane, gets it to go. Big basket, Dante Biazzi makes it a 7-point Cougar lead. Hopkins right back, gets it to go. He's got 6. That's a 5-point game. Casadas up the sideline. And they're going to give the ball to Crestwood. They're going to call an offensive foul as Casadas, they said, used the off arm. He is fouled out. So now 2 Hazleton area starters on the bench after fouling out, as Casadas will join Bobby Planutis. And Isaiah Santiago will check in for the first time in this second half to replace Casadas. Minute 16 remaining, a 5-point Cougar lead. Crestwood looking to make it a 1-possession game on this trip. Hopkins got a Foreman screen. Pull-up jumper, good. 5 of Hopkins, 8 here in the fourth. It's a 3-point game. But ahead of the pack is Jeff Planutis. He's got 11. 5-point Cougar lead. Blass will take the 3, and he was fouled. Lance Blass will shoot 3. The 4th on Grula. Blass hits the first. Hazleton area will take the timeout. It is a full, they lead it by 4. We will keep it here. I believe we'll get a look at the replay of the 3-point attempt by Blass in which he was fouled. Here you see Hopkins penetrating and giving it out to Blass. And Grula caught him on the arm on the way by. What a great ball game between these rivals, Crestwood and Hazleton area. 38.5 seconds remaining in the game. Lance Blass will head back to the line for 2 more free throws. And if he hits at least one of the next 2, he makes it a 1-possession game. Blass hits the second. It's now a 3-point game. He has a chance here to cut it to 2. Can't get that one to roll in. Janisevich the rebound. 3-point game. Biazzi breaks the pressure. Janisevich picked up the loose basketball and he was fouled. Nolan Janisevich will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul was on Gagaris, his second, team 9th. Janisevich to the line for a 1-and-1. Big free throw by Nolan Janisevich makes it a 2-possession game. Janisevich hit both. Isaiah Santiago back in. Crestwood down 5. Hopkins will take a pull-up 3, short, loose on the floor, still loose. Biazzi up with it, and he'll be fouled. Foul on Hopkins, his 3rd, team 10th. Biazzi to the line to shoot 2. He can make this a 3-possession game with 16.3 seconds remaining. Dante Biazzi, all 10 of his points here in the second half. Big free throws makes it a 7-point game. Hopkins 3 won't go. Jeff Planutis the rebound to Santiago. Hazleton area will gut out a tough 10th conference victory to go to 10-0 in Wyoming Valley Conference play. Well, they come from behind. 55-48 victory over the Crestwood Comets. They now lead the Wyoming Valley Conference by 2 games with 4 remaining. What a gutsy effort by this Hazleton area squad to come from behind. Dante Biazzi with some hard-nosed plays in that 4th quarter. All 10 of his points in the second half. As Hazleton area struggled from the floor in the opening half, caught fire in the 3rd and held on for the 55-48 victory over Crestwood. Getting by the extreme foul trouble that they had. 2 players lost the fouls, Casadas and Bobby Planutis, but this Hazleton area squad battled and they come away with the 55-48 victory to go to 10-0 in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Hazleton area led in scoring by Joey Grula, and don't overlook his contributions as Bobby Planutis had foul trouble in that opening half. Grula came off the bench, hit 3 big threes in that first half, finished the game with 12 to lead Hazleton area. Jeff Planutis finished with 11, Tante Biazzi 10. And in that third quarter, credit sophomore Josh Samick hit 3 big threes to help Hazleton area get their first lead of the night. As Hazleton area comes away with the 7-point victory. Crestwood led in scoring by Lance Blass with 12. Josh Malcolmus had 10. But credit Coach Atherton and his Crestwood squad. They had a great game plan for this Hazleton area team. Mentioned that Wyoming Valley West game. Hazleton area at the half had 55 points. They finished the game with 55. Crestwood, very deliberate in the pace in the half court. Played good defense. Held a lead till halftime, but then the Hazleton area full court pressure and the length of that full court pressure created some turnovers. Helped Hazleton area speed up the tempo a little bit and come away with the 7-point victory to go to 10-0 in Wyoming Valley Conference play and take a 2-game lead over the Crestwood Comets. As we mentioned, the turnovers in that second half, Crestwood with 12 came away with a total of 22 on the night. And Hazleton area, after shooting 5 of 20 in the opening half, shot 11 of 23 in the second half. But they also got to the free throw line. They only had 3 free throws in the opening half. They finished 21 of 23 from the foul line. And they come away with the big victory, 55-48. We are going to say goodnight from the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium. For our director, Where Have You Gone, Joe Maggio? For Stats by Jim Burns, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score. Hazleton area comes from behind and defeats Crestwood, 55-48. Join us Friday night for a key matchup in the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I Girls Division, as Joe Gavio's Lady Cougars of Hazleton area will host Pittston area. We'll be on the air from the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium Friday night live at 7:30. Pittston area, Hazleton area, girls high school basketball Friday night here on WYLN. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazleton.